As everyone knows, Remy and Papoose have been at odds for some time. Remy even accused Papoose of domestic violence, saying that she had exposed their daughter to her partner in addition to being unfaithful. The streets now assert that Papoose is adamant about having complete custody of the child. So you know that things only get worse. Their daughter, Remy, is the subject of what appears to be the messiest custody dispute in history. Alright, let's dissect it. Remy Ma and Papoose were praised as having one of the longest-lasting and most durable relationships in hip-hop for more than a decade. People wrote songs about their love, which was a tale of patience, loyalty, and everlasting commitment in a society where relationships are sometimes ruined by celebrity. An 8-year prison sentence was not imposed on them. The reason for this is because he exposed her for being unfaithful, which made him think she had left their kid and left him to raise her by himself. Analysis by the public. Keeping a consistent front while meeting the expectations of the music industry. Papoose, in particular, was thought to be the embodiment of loyalty, the kind of man who defied the misconception that relationships in hip-hop are dramatized and have brief lifespans. In recent years, their seemingly unbreakable marriage has been shaken by scandalous accusations of infidelity, although not with much vigor. Domestic violence claims and furious arguments have turned their once romantic story into an unpleasant public one. Feud: how did we get here? What led to the demise of a seemingly committed romantic relationship between two people? Let's take a closer look at the beginnings and conclusion of Remy Ma and Papoose's relationship, from their early romance to their bombshell accusations that have caused fans to question all they thought they knew. It would be appropriate to discuss Remy Ma's artistic career before delving into the romance. She was an influential figure in hip-hop, not just another female rapper. Remy Ma Smith was born in the Bronx, New York, on May 30, 1980. Remy was forced to witness firsthand the impact that heroin addiction had on her family while growing up in a challenging home. Remy's 2004 appearance on the hit song Lean Back marked a significant turning point in her career. Her piercing delivery and confident flow proved she could compete in the male-dominated field. Despite her rapid maturation and numerous parental responsibilities to her younger siblings, Remy was tough, had a knack for rhyme, and rose to prominence in the battle rap scene. Her major break came when she was discovered and mentored by the renowned rapper Big Pun. She was nevertheless a vital part of Fat Joe's Terror Squad team, since he continued to mentor her after his passing. Something About Remy based on a true story, her 2006 album, demonstrated Remy's narrative and lyrical skills, but her life took an unexpected turn in 2007 when a dispute over money turned violent, and she shot Makita Barnes Joseph, whom she claimed stole $3,000. Her career was about to take a turn for the worst when she was sentenced to 8 years in jail for the event. Mania thought her romantic life would end, but P, also known as Papoose, would not leave her side. Shamil Maki is the more well-known name. Born on March 5, 1978, in Brooklyn, Papoose is a rising rapper who has received praise in the underground rap scene for his intricate wordplay and socially aware songs. However, he has never achieved mainstream superstar status. Despite his mixtapes showcasing his pure genius as a songwriter, Papoose's most well-known contribution was his love for Remy Ma. When Remy Ma received a prison sentence in 2008, Papoose realized they were more than simply hip-hop fans because they admired her tenacity, determination, and risk-taking. After meeting in the early 2000s, Remy Ma and Papoose clicked immediately. Papoose made a courageous decision that same year by popping the question to her while she was in prison. The wedding was canceled though, after Papoose was charged with trying to bring in a skeleton key that might have been used to break into the prison. He stayed dedicated to Remy despite the setback, visiting her often and battling for her release for years. Remy was waiting for him when he was ultimately released in 2014, which is a rare sight in the industry because guys usually move on when things get tough. Living their lives, she and Papoose wasted no time. Once married and involved in love and hip-hop New York, they gained popularity among fans. Remy and Papoose were an example of a strong, loving couple. Whereas most couples on the show battled with destructive breakups, infidelity scandals, and public humiliations, Papoose's steadfast support of Remy was marveled at by fans, and their relationship was often described as the epitome of black love. The birth of their daughter, Remy Mackenzie, dubbed the Golden Child, in 2008 seemed to complete their love story. Although everything seemed to be going smoothly, there were issues in the background. Rumors that Remy Ma was unfaithful to Papoose with battle rapper Eazy the Block Captain had arisen in 2023, just as we were beginning to get to know one another. The suspicions intensified after rap artist G Gotti challenged Eazy the Block Captain in a live rap battle after fans noticed that Remy and Papoose, who had long been presented as a strong couple, were spending less and less time together in public.
That's us. You're the poster child symbol for black love. That's how Americans still have to go through them stages. Every interview, he showed his admiration and tell the world how he think this woman the greatest. Held you down in prison for 6 years.
When rumors circulated that Papoose had physically confronted Eazy backstage over the supposed affair, Remy, who was also present, laughed it off awkwardly, but the damage was already done. Eazy refuted it while attempting to maintain composure. He accused fans of being messy and said, "Y'all want something bad to happen to me so bad. Of course, it's the same hating men and females, but y'all should get the story straight before y'all speak in another tweet." He continued, "As the person that I am, I understand. So I'm not angry about rumors or false reports. But when I see people like you, I'm relieved it was feasible at all." He eventually invited Papoose to come out and clarify the situation after I told him twice that no one was a buddy, adding that genuine guys do real things. "The fact that what happened to me was wrong is finally clear to me." Remy disputed that Papoose had confronted Eazy at the time, stating, "I'd like to apologize to everyone who was disappointed tonight, because we couldn't get 3 full rounds from all of you, even though it's easy to understand why Papoose would have done so. Please, Papoose, stop these rumors before I start seeing the man's wife." The conflicting parties made an effort, but by 2024, Remy and Papoose's relationship had dramatically deteriorated, making it difficult for them to maintain a facade of success. Papoose is lying when he claims that Chrome is unique. "In August, I'll see you." I tried again. World boxing champion Clarissa Shields was the object of Remy's accusation that Papoose had been unfaithful to her. Even alleged text messages between the two were leaked by her, implying that Papoose was never as devoted as he professed. Additionally, Remy said that Papoose had threatened to make a compromising image public. "Miss Shields, he followed your suggestion, but not before I snapped a screen grab of our exchange. She could have exposed you using my platform, and she was planning to ruin me with one of his women." The same woman who hadn't been unfaithful to him in almost 17 years. "During my absence, he was holding me down like a cyborg while I had all of your photos and letters from women. Imagine his words when he said he penned my rhymes. He threatened that as well, so if anything personal was revealed about me, it was him. She said she didn't cheat on him at all, asserting that she had been faithful during the writing of Papoose's rhymes, and in the same way, she was a woman with only one spouse, not any boyfriends. You know I'm a wonderful lady, so why don't I continue to make offers? Because he thinks he's the prize, he will never buy you anything. I have the bag. He's a taker, not a giver. Your lover is furious because I'm not the enemy you desire, and in reality, I'm happy. Please stop toying with me. Oh, and you look foolish too, even though you reported feeling foolish. The real issue, Papoose said, was Remy, who had been trying to divorce him for years. He removed the post where he called her a narcissist and suggested that she had been affecting the public's perception of their marriage. He said, "It's sad to say that Remy is a narcissist. She chose to be unfaithful repeatedly, and now that I've finally moved on, she's playing the I've requested a divorce numerous times." After chasing on social media, he said, "Behave like an adult. In the interest of my 6-year-old daughter, who has to attend school, I would prefer not to participate in this social media madness." I said nothing whatsoever, as you can see. "Never again will I get anyone arrested," he continued. Creating a tale and justifying infidelity by fabricating text messages that you say are from almost a decade ago is narcissistic conduct. Then came the most serious charge. It is you who manipulate the police by making up historical events in front of the public. During a fight, Remy said Papoose had physically abused her, and there were even allegations that the police had been called to their home. She stated, "Papoose, you forgot the pool never got finished being remodeled because you were attacking me in the garage, and the workers called the cops. For you to abandon me," Papoose acknowledged for the first time that Remy had been unfaithful to him with Easy the block captain, despite her knowledge that they were genuinely friends. In addition, he asserted that she had prioritized their romance over their daughter, who is 6 years old, by spending Christmas hidden away with Easy and neglecting her. Additionally, he acknowledged that he had a great time with Easy, the BL captain, adding that although I was at home with my kid for Christmas, now that I had moved on, this was where Remy was. She lies, acts aggressively, and is egocentric. His fetal position was visible to everyone the last time I saw him. He was knocked out by me, woken up by Remy M, and then spent 4 days at home with Remy Ma. You see, when I brought my daughter home, she was eager to tell lies about it once more, and I shook my head. I suggest that we get a divorce like grown-ups, but she refuses since I wouldn't pretend that I didn't get this person out. With my husband, I had an affair. He had an affair with my wife after shaking my hand, so I knocked him out. Remy refuted the allegations that he had left their daughter on Christmas, claiming that he had only pretended to be okay in the background. He explained that I've been asking you to leave, and it's less quietly divorced for years now. But you said this is the only way you would leave. I tried to press me, and they tried to press me for money to have a smooth divorce. Departing as a result of public outrage, for years, Remy and Pap were used as proof that real love could withstand anything, even in spite of their public identities. We can all agree that the marriage is now over. You know, I'm on social media, and you exploit my morals, which stem from my upbringing, as a means of attacking me by portraying me as a gangster girl. More serious questions about relationships in the hip-hop industry are raised by fallout, such as how many couples have been marred by infidelity scandals, from Jay-Z and Beyoncé to Offset and Cardi B. The pressures placed on power dynamics in the industry, and because Remy and Pap were seen as the exception to the rule, their breakup is particularly painful. even though even the strongest couples find it difficult to endure the continual scrutiny of the public. The idea was that Remy would be the ride-or-die woman who never betrayed her man, and Pap would be the one who never cheated. Even if Papo might still focus on his work, his image as the perfect husband has suffered. Remy will most likely carry on with her profession and music in the interim, but she might never fully escape the specter of his scandal. However, there's more to come. Remember you all, how Papo tried to claim that. It's rumored that he now claims Remy doesn't even see their daughter as often as she seems to her admirers on social media. He is accused of spreading allegations that she put her new relationship ahead of her kid, even though there are already accusations that her new man is being unfaithful to her. To spend time with her partner, Remy left them on Christmas. Word on the street asserts that because he believes their daughter will be happier with him than Remy, he is amending the divorce judgment to give him sole custody of the child. You guys think it's worth it, even though I know this is more complicated than it needs to be. Do you believe that Remy is exploiting their child to obtain cheap points against her? Or do you believe that she is not a good mother, as Papoose claims? Watch this following video once you've told us in the comments below.